All right, Lady Ada, what is this?
Hey, everybody, and welcome to Show and Tell. It's me, Lady Ada, with me, Mr. Lady Ada on camera control. And this is the most fun you can have on the internet for the next 25 minutes.
This is way better than anything else you can be doing right now, trust me. This is it.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the people in the Adafruit community.
That's right.
And friends of the fruit. And anybody who wants to show up, we're on Discord. Come on by. All you need is a webcam. You don't even need Adafruit Electronics.
I don't even know if you need a webcam. You could just show a slideshow and show graphics. You could send your avatar.
Yeah.
I saw a really cool full person-sized Android that they're making because there's a bunch of these robots. It looked like that Westworld one. It was really cool. I'm gonna take a look at it later.
Are you gonna F it? Okay, so
hey. All right.
So let's check in with Scott and his adorable bunny.
So let's go to the first project. Hey Scott, what you got going on this week?
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
So this is actually your fault because you sent some free open assets links today.
Yes.
And I've been thinking about what sort of games or demos I want to ship on the Fruit Jam, and I love Stardew Valley, where you plant things and you grow them.
Oh, that's nice.
One thing in the link that you sent was that there was this Sproutlands, and I'll put a link in the Discord, tile set. So now I've got the character running around or walking around, and I can hoe the dirt and then plant something.
Funny.
Beep 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 beep.
What? And that's a bunny rabbit, right? And it plants like carrots and other plants and stuff.
I don't know.
Okay.
I took whatever the tile set does, but
this is cool.
And it goes over the plants now, but I think I can get it so that the plants.
And you're playing this on a Fruit Jam open source hardware that's about to be released. You're doing this right now.
Right, so this is running on the Fruit Jam. I have an HDMI capture thing from the store that's capturing my the output res is 720 by 400, but this is actually quadruple the pixels. So
yeah.
Actually, why did you do that rather than just pixel doubling? What's the benefit?
Yeah, Scott.
It's an even smaller frame buffer, and it actually runs quicker because it has to get the pixels less often. Now, let's see if my code works if I do doubled instead of quadrupled. Yeah.
Oh wow! So this is 320 by 240.
So this is a three.
Oh,
well, this is three. What did I put? It's the widescreen version, 360 by 200.
Okay.
And everything should work the same. If I
wrote a very long bunny walk.
Beep, 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 beep,
and if I hit R, I toggle run.
Oh, beep 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 beep.
I can run around too.
Okay.
And
this is fun. This is cute.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
This is a good test of the RP2350, like doing graphics, and are you controlling it with a keyboard?
Yeah, so I've got it's a wireless keyboard that's got like its own dongle. So I'm able to, I don't have to be like attached to it.
Yeah, you have to.
Which
you don't have to worry about Bluetooth or anything. It's its own little.
Yeah, and I'm actually just reading the standard input that we convert keyboards automatically to characters. So I just say like, hey, if you're pressing down, like the character goes down, and there's some like slight delay before it goes into the idle animation.
Okay. Cute.
Yeah, there was something else I was gonna say too. Oh, so the assets when I got them, they were actually like the character animations were like 400K or something, just as a like bitmap. And then I was like, you know what? I've got PSRAM. So this is actually putting all the like bitmaps in PSRAM, I think.
So 8 megabytes of PSRAM makes things easy.
And I actually have most of that left still. I have it printing out. It says 7.794 million bytes left. So
that's cool.
Yeah, it's been great.
All right, looks adorable. Keep planting.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah, I want to make the dirt, and there's actually other animations you can do. An axe if you want to chop down trees.
Are you gonna have audio? Do you have like a little audio thing going on?
So it's just the assets. I don't have any audio for it that I've found yet, but
okay. No, I was wondering because we couldn't hear anything. I don't know if it was. Oh, there's like some background.
No, I haven't added audio, and I know how to capture now, but I don't have it hooked up.
I think it's going to be a really popular game console because I was reading that the current generation of gamers and lots of people who play games, because you could just have such photorealistic graphics, that's not as interesting anymore.
Right.
It's more about the story, the gameplay, and the symbolism, and also people who like to make games themselves. So this, I think, will work out really well.
Yeah, and I'm picturing this as just open-ended. I didn't like, in terms of demos, I didn't want it to be like a shooter necessarily. I just
There's
wanted
no
Yeah,
shooters.
this is so peaceful.
Yeah.
and they like the plants grow really fast, but like I can turn that down so they take a while.
This is neat.
Yeah, and it's
We
like
have
14 different plants, so I should add a.
we're doing all these emulators of historic computers for our kiddo, and one of the things we're not monsters. We're gonna have games too. I think the fruit jam might be pretty neat because you could put your own kid in there with characters and their name and stuff like that. I thought that'd be kind of neat.
Yeah, totally.
I'm
Yeah, and it's all open source, so you just plug it in and you can see the source code for the.
That's right. Okay, well, thank you so much, Scott. And people can do some deep diving this Friday,
That's right.
That's my plan.
5 p.m. Eastern. Okay, all right,
Okay,
Scott. We'll see you
wow.
later. Thanks for coming by.
That's so feel good. Let's go to another really feel good project. From Jepler.
Yay! Hey, Jepler, what you got going on?
Yeah. So I've got a fruit jam, and I've been working in Arduino land. Lamore asked me, I'll plug it in.
Yeah.
Lamore asked me to take a look at adding support for the HSTX peripheral, which is the better of the two ways to create digital video on this thing. And I started to work on it myself. Let's see what's going on here. You got to also turn on the power switch. Anyway, so I started working on the code just for myself and trying to adapt what was in CircuitPython. And then the social media served me up this really great library. A person by the name of Michael Bell wrote, I think for Pimoroni and MicroPython, a really nice library. And it does 8 and 16-bit graphics modes. So your 256 colors or your 64,000 colors. But it also does this text mode. So the text mode is 91 characters by 30 characters. You get 7 colors. I added a cursor. And I just, when I think of, what do you type into things? I do admit backstage, I've never seen the movie, but I think this is a famous scene in the movie The Shining.
That's right.
So yeah.
Real feel good.
That's what we're doing. This is, I don't know that it's a feel-good moment.
Yeah,
You're saying you can
the movie.
scroll. So how does the scrolling work? Does it auto?
Right. So the organization in memory is each character cell is 1 byte for the color and 1 byte for the character value. And so when it scrolls it, all it has to do is move like about 2.5 kilobytes of memory, however many characters that is. So it just moves a little bit of memory. And then there's code that's running all the time that turns the character storage into the pixels that go out.
Yeah.
And this is nice because, Scott was showing chunky pixels, and that's a compromise that we have to do because everything that we're displaying on the screen has to fit in the internal SRAM of the RP2350, which is still not huge. Because this is generating all the pixels on the fly, it's actually doing a full 1280 by 720 pixel area. And I think that's why it looks so good, because the characters are like 14 by 24 pixels or something. They're really high resolution compared to what you see like on the CircuitPython console. So I got this working today and the other modes, and I just can't say enough thanks to Michael Bell for providing the open source library in the first place. And that is
part of it being the community. We give, we use, we share, we license. This means, and like if you find a bug as you're working with this library, I'm sure you'll commit it to upstream.
Yeah, I've been talking to Michael, and I've offered 2 pull requests so far, and there are a couple of other items that I want to offer, like for instance the cursor that I added. He said, well, I'd like it to work a little bit differently, but I'd like to take it, and so I'm going to see if I can do that.
Nice.
Maybe we can.
Right now it's been a great start to a collaboration.
Yes.
Maybe we can get him a fruit jam at some point too.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that.
I can put out an offer.
All right. Well, have a big tall glass of red rum, and I'll see you. Well, it's from the movie.
Yeah.
When you see the movie, you'll think that's funny. Thanks so much. I was talking to Jeff here before we went live. We like an artist. Her name is Jenny Holzer, and she has these like really interesting bits of text, and it has commentary on life and more. And they're displayed on screens and LCDs. And I think I'll finally be able to do that project where I can just plug it into any TV, and it just has Jenny Holzer.
So I love the cursor. The
yeah,
cursor.
This is cool.
Nice work.
All right. Thanks so much,
Yeah.
Jeff.
Thanks,
So
Jeff.
I put a couple of links to the code in our Discord in live broadcast chat if you want to check that out now. It should
don't
work
need a
on the
fruit jam
Metro
to use it.
RP2350 and the Feather RP2350
Yeah.
already. So you don't need to wait for Fruit Jam to try
That's
out this
right.
cool stuff.
Yes.
All right. Thanks so much.
Don't you want creepy
Good night.
text? All right. Thanks, Jeff.
Bye-bye. All right. We'll revisit this text later. See how it's doing. Okay. Tim, what you got going on this week?
Good evening. I have got a couple quick things to show you. So the first one is from a new guide page. So I'll show this real fast. This is a generic USB controller that I picked up from Micro Center for, I think, PS3 or Xbox. It was like $15 or $20. And then I will, I'm unplugging it and plugging it by jostling it around here. Oh, and wow, we managed to go to safe mode here. Let me
Nice.
Oh, do you want
reset.
to share your screen?
I think, is my screen not sharing?
Yeah. Now it is.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Let me
No one knew
reset
about safe
quick.
mode. Everything's fine. I just put on the screen.
Okay, here we go. This one will come up. I don't know if it probably won't print because it will go too fast. Okay, so I've got this generic remote. I won't wave it around anymore since my wires are all over the place, but we recently added a guide page to the USB Feather, the Feather USB host for reading data from these generic gamepads. So again, this was just a relatively cheap one for Micro Center, and you can see I've got the demo here that prints out all the device information, which we already had this one in the past, but the new stuff is the data down here. And if I go and start pressing buttons on my controller, then we can see different data coming in here. This one has joysticks as well, so I can spin those around and we get some nice analog 0 to 128, or I think they start on 128, 0 to 256 values there. So you can really map out all the stuff that these controllers do and then feed it into CircuitPython and use it to drive video games or robotics or whatever you want to do. And then the other one that I have is a different direction. I'm always into different graphics stuff. If anybody did check out the deep dive with Scott, who was on earlier, Scott on the deep dive last week was talking about some different ways to support emojis. One of them that he brought up was Serenity OS. And much like Jeff, I want to throw a huge hug report shout out to Serenity OS, which is an open source project separate from CircuitPython and everything. But they published all these emojis and made it very easy for other people to integrate into projects. So this wouldn't have been possible without their artwork. And I think it's really cool that they published that. So I wanted to mention that.
I love the micro Canada there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
This is great.
Yep. And I learned a ton about emojis along the way. Like I had no idea there were different code point sizes or whatever. So it took a while to figure out how to get the flags to work in some of the multi ones. But those are all working now. I will say it's very, very early stages, very alpha right now. It's only black background, white text. There's no colors yet. There's no efficiency yet. But it is working, and the super early version is up on GitHub already. If anybody really wants to dive in and try it out, if you do and you happen to see any issues, definitely let me know. And then a more polished version will be published soon, which will have a few more features and should be more stable and everything for folks. So look forward to that if folks are interested in showing emojis in Display.io.
Nice. All right. Thank you so much, Tim. Good.
Thank you,
For sure.
Ken.
Have a good night.
All right. So I think this week VJ is back. I think JP is out though, but we're still going to try to do this music stuff.
Yeah, he had to go somewhere.
VJ, are you
Hi.
looking to do an audio test to see how this goes? Because I could also go to the next person and come back to you if you need some more time, but let's see.
Yeah, we should try it.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yep. You sound great.
Okay, cool. Let's see if it'll work. Can you hear that?
Nope.
Still no?
Sometimes, microphones have like noise cancellation, and it might sound like.
Right, but this should be going directly into the computer. So,
It's not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the other guest on here, but I'm going to leave you on the screen if the other guest is okay with it. That way, when your audio comes through, then I'll remove you.
No, because it'll be like, ooh, that was beepy.
Yeah. So keep working on it, and we'll come to you in a bit.
okay. Sounds good.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Here we go.
Hello, guys.
Do you mind sharing the screen a little bit while we get this audio thing going?
Elephant.
Sure. You want me to share the screen?
Oh no, I mean share the screen as far as
It's fine. It's fine.
your real
Yes,
estate.
yes, and the best of luck to VJ.
Yeah, yeah. There's a friendly elephant there that wants to sing you a song. Okay,
Yeah, we want to hear the elephant.
exactly. All right, what you got going on this week?
Well, Visuino just became 10 years old. Just a few days ago was the anniversary of the very first day when I sat, and within one day I created the first proto version of Visuino, and
Oh, wow.
it actually within one day to generate code that actually executed on the Arduino.
Woo!
So we have a big anniversary.
Happy Visuino anniversary.
Happy Visuino Day.
Thank you. So, as part of that, I made a very, very huge release. I actually was showing a few weeks ago some of the stuff that I was working on. But yeah, moment I forgot to share the screen. So let me see, share screen. Can you see my screen now?
No, not yet. I checked in.
Yeah, just 1 second. I have to select the screen.
Yeah, you got to choose all stuff.
Okay, not this one. How to select everything? The screen one. Yeah, okay. I think I got it. Sorry about that. Can you see the screen now?
Yeah. Whee! Infinity.
Yes, yes, infinity. So now this is the new Visuino version. I already showed that it has the ability to show hints of the different boards and everything else that you can do. You guys have seen that already. But what else I want to show is there has been RFID library that was written by somebody else, I mean RFID component, but I was never happy with it. And I wanted to do really comprehensive RFID component. So finally I have one. It supports both the SPI and the I2C version. So as example, I can connect to the chip select, and of course, if there is reset pin also needed or supported, I can connect it. And if I just want to see the ID, here is my project. Now I can just go ahead and compile it. And if I have Arduino Uno hooked, I can upload to it and see the RFID. It also, this library has one unique new feature, which typically is not available in other libraries. It can automatically detect when the card is present and when somebody removes the card. So it constantly monitors the card presence. And it has the full set of capabilities in terms of accessing sectors and blocks within those sectors, restoring cards, and everything else, right? So it's really, really comprehensive. It can increment, decrement blocks, read and write into blocks, and everything else. But that's not all. I also have added support for the new set of V3 LoRa Heltec boards, including the stick Lite. I have added support for the Launchpad, finally, the Texas Instrument boards. And I have added support for dozens of 80 tiny microchips with different bootloaders and everything else. So nearly 100 new type of controllers and devices have been added in this version. So yeah, it's a huge version to celebrate.
Yeah, congratulations on the anniversary. And also, can you put the links in Discord or whatever chat set you're in?
I will. All right.
All right. Well, happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Project.
Yay.
Visuino. Yeah. Thanks, Jepler, for putting the link in the chat.
And I hope someday we can work a bit closer, guys, and I can support even more. I support a lot of your stuff. I have a whole box of things that are waiting to be added of your stuff. And I hope I can do even more with you.
You can post tutorials on Adafruit Playground, like right now. It's Absolutely. Our way of life. It's basically our way of making it really easy for people to make content that shows up on the Adafruit site.
Absolutely. By the way, one more announcement. Saturday, I will have to celebrate the anniversary live Q&A. So anybody who wants to join and ask me questions and everything else.
Hey, come
on my social media, I have posted link, but I'll post in the chat as well.
Please
so
do.
Join me and ask me any questions. And let's see if the elephant can sing finally.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you this weekend. We'll probably stop by and say hi.
Okay, bye.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, VJ, you want to try?
Okay, so I think I figured out I might need to just change my mic settings. So I'm going to change that real quick. So you probably won't be able to hear me talking, but hopefully the audio will work.
Yeah, if we don't hear you talk, we'll just end at 8 or 7:59. So just keep playing until then.
Okay, just a sec.
All right. I like the little rocket ship. That's
it's like, what I don't know what that is.
I feel like we're about to watch some type of launch. And like, this is the new SpaceX. No audio yet, VJ.
No audio. Maybe is it on?
No audio yet. But that's okay, because if you can hear me, keep trying. Oh, yeah! That's it. Yeah, keep going. Oh, she's playing my favorite song. How does she know? That's nice. It looks like he's twisting the nose. All right. right. Nice. Yay! All right, congratulations on your first live concert.
That was great.
I guarantee this is the best thing on the internet at this moment right now.
Yeah.
All right.
Check the news.
Thank you so much, EJ. That was awesome.
That was really it just was like it really made me think of many of the Circuit Bent concerts that you and I went. We went to
Blip. It was
Blip
cool.
Festival,
Yeah.
New York. That was.
And they later turned that venue into a steak place, and every time we were there, it was like this used to be a circuit bending warehouse.
That was cool. Circuit bending is so much fun. Good
This
job,
is so
EJ.
neat.
That sounded great.
And
too.
I think Jepler's art went along perfectly with that. So
Nice.
that's our show and tell this week. As you know,
you never know what you're going to
you
get.
never know what's going to be here. So thank you so much, everybody. We're here every single week, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. Show and share your projects or whatever you got. We'll be doing Ask an Engineer in just a few minutes. We'll see everybody next week.
Elephant.
Bye-bye.
Elephant.